What's up, YouTube? Believe it or not, maybe you can't see me as well, but I am here, and you know what time it is. It's MightyFan time. I apologize in advance about the lighting in this video. It's not the greatest because I'm in the locker room here. The lighting in here isn't that great. I should probably get, like, studio lighting or something so I can film all my videos in here. But I'm filming in here because basically this video, as I said, the last pickup, this is the pickups of April, of course, and I did the special one for the 96 Finals Jordan, and that was the only jersey that I got that wasn't a baseball jersey in April. Everything else was baseball. It was a big baseball month, and I just thought it would be easier for me to film in here today, instead of bringing everything downstairs, filming it, bringing everything upstairs, and restoring it. So I thought just for convenience factor, I would just film in here. Again, I apologize about the lighting. I might look very shadowy at some points, but it's just because the lighting in here isn't the greatest, but we'll make do with what we have. But so let's get right into it. All baseball. There's one vintage, and the rest are all Mitchell and Ness. So let's get into it. First one here is the vintage Cincinnati Reds. Shout out to Cincy Fan Zone. He's a big Reds fan. So here's your Reds. Johnny Bench. Again, this is a vintage Rawlings jersey. And it's hard for me to find Rawlings jerseys in my size. Usually they're much smaller whenever I see them on eBay. But this was actually a 52. And I'll tell you, it fits like a glove. This thing is really nice. And vintage. So it's got the... I hope it shows well because I know the lighting isn't very good, but it is chain stitched on that Reds. Got the 5 single stitched. Got the old Rawlings jock tag on the bottom. If it shows up, come on, focus. There it is, and on the inside it's got that 52 also. So go to the back. It's got Bench, big and bold on the back, single stitched, and the 5 single stitched. Probably was a jersey that was customed into a Johnny Bench over time, but I'm glad to have it. I know Mitchell and Ness made it years ago, and I never grabbed theirs. I did get the Road Gray, but not the home white. But so this pretty much completes the Johnny Bench collection because I also have his batting practice jersey. I have a vintage batting practice for Bench too. So, Johnny Bench is taken care of in my collection. So that's the vintage, and now let's get to the Mitchell and Ness. And I'm wearing, by the way, the Rod Carew California Angels jersey. Really like this jersey. Picked it up. I think last year I got this one as one of my big baseball hauls last year, right? So this year, like I said, the month of April was very good as far as baseball is concerned. Of course, it's the start of the season, so it makes sense it would be a big baseball haul month for me. And this first one I actually got from a seller off eBay. I bought 2 jerseys from him, and he had some other stuff, and we kind of worked out some deals on his stuff outside of eBay, so I was able to pick up this and another one from him outside of eBay. And let's get right into it. This was a Barry Bonds, and the seller was told me about it. This was a Barry Bonds that got customed into an Andy Van-Slyke. And the cool thing about this is that you never see an Andy Van-Slyke jersey, right? So he was a really good player back in the day too. Mitchell and Ness never made his jersey. They only made Barry Bonds, unless they made like a sample or something of. I know at a time they made like sample jerseys, and I don't know if they ever made a Van-Slyke or not, but this was a Barry Bonds that got customed into a Van-Slyke by the previous owner, and so let's get right into it here. A little fuzzy on here. So it's got the Pirates scripted on the front, of course. The 18 that was a 24 got turned into an 18. And it's an older run. It's from the 1990 season, made in Mexico run jersey. Take a look at that old Pirates patch on the side. Hopefully that shows up. I know the lighting in here is not very good, but there you go. Turn it around. It's got the Van-Slyke double stitched on a nameplate, and the 18 is double stitched as well. And of course, everything on the front's double stitched. And the thing I love about this jersey too is I love Road Gray, as you guys know, and of course these sleeves with the big, kind of black and gold stripes going on the cuff. Really nice there, and of course the trim. It's just an all around a really nice looking jersey. And this one fuzzy just didn't want to come off. There it is. So yeah, this was a very Barry Bonds 1990 that customed into an Andy Vance-like 1990. Really nice job there. So these next two are actually the two jerseys I got from the seller off eBay, and I got to talking to the seller. He was a big, big jersey collector too, and we swapped stories and such. So you never know who you're going to run into on eBay anymore, right? So so there you go, 1980. This is the home George Brett Kansas City Royals jersey, and of course that year they would go on to lose to my Phillies in the World Series, but Brett was the MVP of the AL that year. Had a really good season, and this is the home white. Of course, so you got the Royals single stitched on the front. It's a pullover too, as the Royals wore it back in 1980. It's got the Royals Kansas City crown logo right there on the sleeve. And again, it's got those nice cuffs. G. Brett on the back, number 5. Right there, big and bold. Love this. And then another older run Mitchell & Ness. This one was made in USA. So, back in the day. Okay, next up here. So the seller was selling a set of 2. So I got the 1980 home, and this is the 85 away. And this is the newer China run. But the thing I like about this is it has his name on the back. The older runs I think just had a 5, but the newer run I should say, has his name on the back. So it's got the Royals. It's a button down too, because in '85 they wore the button downs. This is like from their World Series year. Royals single stitched, 5 single stitched. Again, it's got the Kansas City crown patch on the logo on the sleeve. And again, there you see the name, Brett, over the 5. Nice jersey. I know they made him and they made Barry Bonds. I got Barry Bonds on the mind. They made him and they made Bo Jackson in this style. I think a couple years back, and I know back in the day they made them too. But this was kind of a redo from some years ago. Okay, this is the only newer made in China run out of everything that I got. The next one here I got from the same seller, but I got it outside of eBay. And he asked me some of the things like what I was looking for, and I just mentioned that I would like to get a Vince Coleman Cardinals jersey, and as luck had it, he had one. And I was going to get the Vince Coleman during the Father's Day deal coming up in a month off Mitchell & Ness. But this is even better because it's the older run, and it's one you don't see too often. And here it is, home white, older run, original USA run, 1985 Vince Coleman. So it's funny, got the 85 George Brett, and this is the team George Brett beaten 85 in the World Series, the Cardinals, of course. So pullover, it's got the chain stitch Cardinals logo on the front, the birds on bat logo, and there you see the 29s double stitched. It's got again the nice cuffs there on the sleeves. Coleman, no nameplate, that's double stitched, and the 29 double stitched on the back as well. So Vince Coleman is one of those guys I wanted to get his jersey just for variety. He was a good player back in the day too. But I have Ozzie Smith. I have in the gray. I have the Brock and the Suter in the powder blue. And I wanted to get one of the white Cardinal jerseys. And I still want to get a McGee in the powder blue. But Coleman is one of the ones I wanted to get just for variety. I wanted to get a different player in this white. But really nice. That's a sharp jersey. I really like the overall look of that. Cardinal jerseys have always been classic. I mean, they've always withstood the test of time. That birds on the bat logo, it's always been a part of them. No matter if it was a pullover, a button down, whatever, it's just always a nice looking jersey. So glad to have that. And actually spent less on it than I would have at the Mitchell & Ness sale. So it worked out. It worked out. So good stuff there. And I got 4 more to show, believe it or not. I'm going to try to run through these quick. But because I don't want to waste your guys' time too much here. We got a big run of Brewers jerseys coming up here. All 4 was from the same seller. It's 2 sets of 2. And the first here, hopefully the lighting shows it, it's the button down road gray. And I didn't know they made this one. I knew they made the one I'm going to show next, but this one I had no idea they made. A Robin Yount, 1990, road gray. It's got the Milwaukee across the front. Hopefully the lighting shows this. Maybe I think it will work a little better over here. Milwaukee across the front, scripted. That 19, of course, everything's double stitched. And there you see kind of cuff action going there. Turn it around. Yount 19, again, double stitched. No nameplate, although I found out later from one of the guys in the groups on Facebook, it should have the nameplate, so they kind of messed up on that, but whatever. It's just a little thing. I can live with it. Really nice and rare. I have not seen this jersey on eBay. The only one that I've seen is the one I'm going to show next. But this one was one that I never saw before. And I misspoke. These are actually individual auctions, but I was able to get this one and the next one, which is the one that you guys have seen, I'm sure. See, as I said, it's just easier for me to film in here because I have all my collection in here. Easy for me to just grab and put back. So you guys have seen this one before, I'm sure. This is the 1990 Road Gray Gary Sheffield. Brewers. Same as the Yount. Scripted Milwaukee, number 11. Again, I apologize about the lighting. Next video I'll film. I will be back downstairs, so you don't have to worry about the lighting. But Sheffield, number 11 on the back. Again, no nameplate, just a Sheffield, double stitched 11. You know, you guys have seen this jersey a few times in other people's collections, so really nice. I definitely recommend this one. If you ever have a chance at it, this is really built well. I mean, these are older runs. This is they were made in Taiwan, and really nice. Heavy jersey, well stitched. Everything's really pops on this one. So, and on the Yount too. So. And the last two here, the same player, and these are ones that I've wanted for a while because I have his Braves jersey. I have his 715 home run home Braves jersey, and he ended his career, of course, the great Hank Aaron, with the Milwaukee Brewers. He began his career with the Milwaukee Braves and then played a good amount of years in Atlanta when they moved to Atlanta, but he ended his career with the Brewers in Milwaukee, and this is his home 1976 jersey. Really nice. Love the overall look of this jersey. This thing is clean, too. Brewers, double stitched on the front, the 44. These were actually made in USA. So, as it was with the home Brett. 44 on the back, double stitched. This over here, double stitched. 1976, so you see the jock tag right there. Well, you can kind of see it. 1976. And this next one comes with a little note on my part because I was able to get the set, and I found out soon after I got it that, here's the road, 1976, Hank Aaron, Brewers. I found out after I bought this jersey that the Phillies and Brewers are actually going to be wearing 1976 throwbacks for as part of a series here in Philly in early June. The Phillies are going to be wearing their 1976 home, which I have one right here. I have Carlton. This is the jersey they're going to be wearing for the 2 games of the 3-game set, and you'll notice it has the Centennial patch for the National League, and it also has the All-Star patch from 1976. Of course, it was at the that year, Veterans Stadium. Phillies are going to be wearing this jersey at home. Of course, they're at home, so they're going to be wearing this, their home 1976. And the Brewers are going to be wearing this one. They're going to be wearing their pullover, 1976 Road. So basically, the jersey you're seeing in my hand right now, the Brewers are going to be wearing as a throwback, as a turn back the clock couple games series here in Philly in early June. And I'm gonna hope to get one of the Phillies jerseys. I have a turn back the clock Roy Halladay. I believe that was like a 1987 or 88 year jersey, but I would like to get the 76, maybe a Michael Franco or something like that when they become available. Hopefully I'll be able to pick one up because I really like that Halladay. You know, it's cool because it's different. You know, you don't see, usually when you see the Phillies in the old jerseys, it's like Carlton or Schmidt or, you know, Boa or any of those players from that era. But to see like a more newer jersey, you know, in that era, newer player, newer jersey in that era is pretty cool. I like those turn back the clock jerseys. I really do. I like the Trout that I have for the Angels back here. And I have that Halladay, and I think they do a really good job. I really like the way Majestic makes them, too. They're very accurate to how the teams wore them. If they wear the pullover, it's the pullover, the button. The only thing that they're not doing is, if you notice in 1976, the Phillies had a zipper down jersey. Well, the Majestic, they're making a button down. They're not going to do the zipper. And some people already complain and say, I should have done the zipper, you know, because the Phillies wore it in 1976 that way. But I guess it's just a thing. They don't put zippers on the jersey anymore. But it is going to be a button down. But that's the only thing. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing those games. I might even try to go to one of those games just because years ago I was at a turn back the clock game. It was a Phillies Diamondbacks game. And the jerseys are just so sweet. And it just, you know, as a jersey collector, it's definitely something that I really appreciate seeing in person, you know, or on TV. Just the players wearing those old jerseys, you know, it's just really nice. But let's get back to the jersey. Hank Aaron, 1976, the Road. Really love this jersey. The kind of powder blue, sky blue type, you know, blue right there. The Brewers double stitched, and the 44, of course, is double stitched as it was on the home, and it's got those nice cuffs there with the darker blue and gold, I guess, would be the colors. And then turn it around. Just that 44 on the back. But you know who it is. Hank Aaron, of course. One of the all-time greats. So yeah, I was really excited to get the set. And like I said, the seller was selling these individually. And I would have been happy just to get one of them. But as luck has it, I was able to get two. You know, the jersey guys were smiling down at me that day. Because usually when you see these, they also go for more than I paid for them. So I was glad to, you know, get them. Older Run USA, Hank Aaron's, the home and away. And I know after I told my buddy Big Slim, he's like, oh yeah, I want that home 76 Aaron. I'm like, you know, maybe the next time it will be yours. But this time it was mine. So, but I will not be wearing this during the during the Phillies Brewers. I'm gonna. This is gonna be here. I'm gonna probably wear the Carlton or one of the other guys I have from '76, but for the Phillies. But so that's the only caveat for that. But yeah. So that is it. That was quite a baseball haul in April. April was a good month for me for baseball. For playing. Oh, get me out there. Oh, just no, because I was never a good hitter. Even in wiffle ball, I couldn't hit worth anything. There was a lot of whiffs going on with me in wiffle ball, but I, you know, it's. I'm glad it's baseball season. I just hope it gets warmer. You know, this week, I mean, we're talking about this is the first week of May. It's been rainy. It's been gloomy. I'm just ready for the better weather. You know, it's just come on, man. Enough of this doom and gloom weather out there. Let's get to the warmer weather, the nicer weather. So hopefully that will be coming soon. I hear this week's supposed to be nice, but we'll see. But anyhow, that's going to do it for me from the locker room, where the lighting sucks for videos, I know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video nonetheless. And, you know, like I said, I had a lot to show. I rather would have showed it up here than take everything downstairs. So hope you guys bared with the lighting. And as always, a big shout out to all my fellow Jersey heads, to all my family, friends, fellow DeviantArt members, all the groups on Facebook. Anyone I'm forgetting, as always, is MightyFan saying peace. I will see you in the next video, which will probably be another Jersey vlog vid. I know that those are, you know, people seem to like those, so I'll be putting out some more of those. I'll probably have another one of those either before the end of the weekend or sometime next week. We'll see. But I will see you in that next video. And as always, everyone, take care. Happy collecting, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, everyone, take care. Bye.